What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Rianne Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Friday. This podcast is presented by Proper Wild, the perfect way to get that Friday energy for the weekend or to get you through your weeks. Proper Wild is all clean, all-day energy. That means it's vegan, it's gluten-free, GMO-free, dairy-free. There's no preservatives. It's not like a usual energy drink that has a ton of chemicals in it and you don't know what you're putting into your system. You know that this is clean and also giving you the energy you need to get your daily tasks done or get through the weekend. I'm sorry. I need it right now to get through.
I honestly do too. It gives me a good boost, and I love the shot aspect, you know, like it's not a full, you don't feel like you have to fight to finish a whole big drink. Like this is small,
straight
easy,
to the point,
shoot it back, just get that little boost that you need.
And you guys know I love shots, so perfect way to get it is through an energy shot.
That's your drink of choice.
Yes, it is. So go to properwild.com/barstool. You get 30% off your first order. Make sure you guys are checking out Proper Wild. I'm telling you, if you're looking for a new way to get that energy without jitters, without that weird feeling that you can get sometimes, Proper Wild is the way to go. My personal favorite flavor is the peach mango, and Fran, I like the blackberry. I think you like the blackberry. So make sure you guys try that out.
And you can have one before if you're feeling a little jacked up.
You're feeling jacked up.
I'm feeling jacked up.
You have been all week.
All week.
Mm-hmm. Your energy's been off.
All week the man's been keeping me down.
It has.
The man is Ticketmaster.
I feel like the energy of Ticketmaster bringing you down has creeped into your day-to-day life.
It's affected me personally.
Because you came into work today and I was like, in my head I said, her energy's off.
No, I've been very unhappy about not getting tickets. Really, truly. You take up so much time. You go in. Wednesday, I tried to get into the Capital One pre-sale. I literally ordered a Capital One credit card 2 weeks ago.
Hey, boost that credit.
So that, I know, I wanted to like dramatically cut up my card just to be like, I hate you. And then I was like, that's a bad idea. But I ordered the card, had it activated, the whole thing. I'm like, I'm going to get in on this pre-sale. I do everything that they tell me to do. I enter the waiting room, the queue. I'm in the queue for hours. 2 hours trying to get Sunday at MetLife. By the time I get in, it's like 4 o'clock. It was supposed to be 2. Sorry, 2. It's like after 4 o'clock. And it has me there. The way they do this is so ass backwards, which is why they have so many issues, once I got in, then it was like, okay, put in the first 6 digits of your card. And when I did that and pressed okay, it just sent me out. It just said, oh, that's it actually. Bye. Sorry for your 2 hours. It just sent me out of the ticketing process. And when I went back in to try and get back in, I was getting a message that said, I posted it on my story. It was like a little Ticketmaster update that said, there is no pre-sale inventory remaining from Taylor Swift Tix pre-sale or Capital One exclusive cardholder pre-sale. So just completely shit out of luck. I tried for LA. I thought, I will fly to LA.
We know you will.
And go to this show. And if I could get tickets, I got through to I think I picked like Tuesday because I was like, I'm gonna pick a fucking Tuesday night.
Yeah, we'll go. We'll come.
I know. I figured you guys would come. We make a whole trip out of it.
I'm kind of upset that you didn't get them.
Yeah, no, it was an absolute failure. Once again, this was the Ticketmaster. When you get into the just cycle of pain of adding tickets to your cart. Oh, sorry, another fan already got these. Add tickets to cart. Oh, sorry, another fan already got these. I did that for 45 minutes before it was like, okay, every seat is gone or whatever pre-sale. And now they've said it's all gone. Today, Ticketmaster says, we're not putting out general sale. It's just not happening. We're not doing...
What?
Did you not... were you not in the room?
No.
Oh my God. They're not doing the sale. The general sale.
So just no tickets are going on sale?
So if you were not in the verified fan list or have a Capital One credit card, no tickets for you. They're just not putting them on sale. They tweeted, due to extraordinarily high demands on ticketing systems and insufficient remaining ticket inventory to meet that demand, tomorrow's public on sale for Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour, has been canceled.
Taylor's got to step in, no?
We have reached the point now where she has to say, this is actually like, I will defend the artist in this situation time and time again, but we've gotten to a point where she's got to do something. Right. Say something.
Harry would say something.
You have to.
John would say something.
You have to at least say something.
Acknowledge it because your fans are going fucking crazy.
You know who's made my list?
Who?
This guy. His name is Greg.
Let's dox him.
His name is, he's been doing interviews. Greg Maffei, Maffei. He's the CEO of Liberty Media Corporation, and he runs, chairman of Live Nation. Live Nation, Ticketmaster, they had the whole merge, Monopoly, they run the whole thing. He went on CNBC's Squawk on the Street and said, basically blamed Taylor Swift. It was like, it's her fault. She hasn't toured in that long, so it's, there's a lot of people want tickets. She goes, the site was supposed to open up for 1.5 million verified Taylor Swift fans. We had 14 million people hit the site, including bots, which are not supposed to be there. Oh, they're not supposed to be there?
Yeah, no shit.
You're the one that's supposed to stop them.
No shit, Greg.
Ticketmaster.
Do you guys know old Greg? I'm old Greg.
Yes.
I drink Baileys.
It's absolutely insane to me that this is the thing. It's the cycle because they know that the bots, honestly, I'm in on the conspiracy that there's some of their own bots. That Ticketmaster has their own bots that they send in to buy tickets and then resale because when they put them on resale, they get it's a higher price and they process all the fees again. So when you buy Ticketmaster resale tickets, you still pay the same processing fees and the same money still is going to Ticketmaster and it's insane. And like I said, you would think that to avoid people getting into the queue and clogging the queue, they would make you put your pre-sale code in before you enter the queue. They don't do that. You enter the queue and then when you get into the purchasing process, then you put it in. So everyone who's just like the bots, scalpers, all those types of people are machines, codes. And then the people who are like, I'll just enter the queue and see what happens. Maybe I can buy tickets even though I don't have a code. They make it so that the queue's all clogged up. 14 million people. I mean, the numbers are really actually astounding. Ticketmaster sold more than 2 million tickets on Tuesday.
So on Tuesday when all this was happening, I didn't understand. I couldn't fully grasp really what was happening, I guess because I wasn't going through it myself. So I didn't grasp the frustration. Yeah. But I now understand the frustration because you can't cancel a general ticket sale. I think that's fucking insane.
You can't just have two pre-sales.
Tickets for a concert. Pre-sales are just for the special people. You can't, the normies can't get concert tickets.
Those people who getting the pre-sale for the verified fan is just needle in a haystack. It's just if you get picked, it's totally random. Capital One, it's if you don't have a Capital One card, then you're shit out of luck too.
If you knew someone that worked at Capital One, do you think they could help you?
No, because I was actually getting DMs from people who were like, my friend literally works at Capital One and she can't even get tickets. Okay. So I think it's an absolute shit show. No general sale tickets at all, which makes me think Taylor is going to have to say something because this has reached national news. We've hit government level. The government's getting involved, the antitrust chair, everybody's got something to say. I know.
I feel like it's gotten political.
Well, when you start to talk about, antitrust laws and all those things, then yeah, it kind of does. But Amy Klobuchar, she put out a statement about Ticketmaster, and it's so crazy. An open letter to Ticketmaster's CEO saying she wrote that the complaints from Swift fans unable to buy tickets for her upcoming tour, in addition to criticism about high fees, suggests that the company continues to abuse its market positions. Ticketmaster's power in the primary ticket market insulates it from the competitive pressures that typically push companies to innovate and improve their services. That can result in the types of dramatic service failures we saw this week, where consumers are the ones that pay the price. That's exactly what I was saying on Wednesday, that because they are the only system, they don't have to evolve and upgrade and say, oh, well, we tried to get rid of the bots, but what can we do? It's they don't have to do it because that's the only place you can get tickets. And that's exactly what the problem is. So just not putting, like you said, not putting tickets on general sale is absolutely insane. I don't know what they're going to do with the
Disgusting.
remaining tickets. Like, there are remaining tickets that haven't been sold.
Right.
Like,
So are they ever
just
gonna put them on sale?
I have no idea. Are they just going to put them on sale for $9 bajillion? I have no idea. I don't understand what they're going to do, because the statement makes it seem like the system can't maintain how many people we're now going to try and enter the general sale for the limited inventory they have, because they sold 2 million tickets on Tuesday, which is so many. It's like so much of the tour already. There's really not a lot of options left. So I don't know, but it is
a disaster.
It's an absolute disaster, and
Where are you, Taylor?
the Swifties are
Speak
unhappy.
up, Taylor. We're looking
Speak
for
now.
Yeah,
One might say.
one might say. It is. When it reaches like the governmental level that it has. I don't know how she's just like
She's
not
watching
gonna say anything.
Watching
She
her
has
bank
to
account
say.
go up.
She has to say something. I'll be shocked if she doesn't, but I don't know I don't know what the solution is here.
I'm sorry for all the Taylor Swift fans out there.
Yeah, I feel your pain, guys, because there's a lot of us who are dying to go to these shows, and the only way for a lot of people now is just to get them on resale for it's just an insane price. And my advice, do not buy anything on resale right now. Like, do not go and buy resale tickets.
Oh, they'll be as high as they would.
Yeah, that exactly.
Wait it out.
Wait it out and see what happens.
Wait until closer to the show date.
Wait until closer. Wait it out, because if you're buying tickets right now, it's that absurd.
You're gonna pay
prices.
$100,000.
Yeah, it's just insane. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. Damn it! Oh, I hate you, Ticketmaster.
Well,
It's
anyways,
my life's mission now. I'm gonna start campaigning,
anything positive going on?
picketing. Anything positive going on this week has been honestly a lot of disappointment.
You guys did a cool.
I'm excited we have new merch coming out. I'm excited about that.
I'm very excited about our new merch that comes out on Black Friday. We each designed our own. We've thought about this idea, I think, for years, doing like a Rhea set, a Fran set, like piece of merch. And so we are doing that this year. And the Rhea set and the Fran set will both be available next Friday, which is Black Friday. And then we have some other hats and shirts and just fun things. We did a whole shoot for it, which I thought was a lot of fun.
It was fun.
The vlog will be coming out.
Yes, we have a vlog that we filmed behind the scenes, which was funny. The shoot was just like way more of a shoot rather than what we usually do, so that was a lot of fun, and I'm excited. I think people are gonna like this. I think that I'm really excited. I'm just excited, guys.
I am too.
It felt like a very productive. It felt like a very productive day.
Yeah,
It's been a busy day.
It has been quite a busy day. That's why we got our proper wild getting us through the day.
exactly.
All right. Hopefully everyone's going to have an amazing weekend
Topics.
and had a better week than Taylor Swift fans out there.
Yep.
And let's get into the topics. Obviously, we have our weekly watch report segment that
We've seen the feedback.
we've seen the feedback. Some hate it, some like it. So
I don't see anyone who hates it. I saw people.
hate's a strong word.
constructive
Some people
criticism.
didn't love it and some people liked it.
yeah,
And so we'll continue it.
that's
And
just
we'll see how it
that's just
goes.
the
Try to
name of the
work in
game.
some-
Right. Not
Adjustments.
everybody's going to love everything.
No,
Yeah.
And if they do, you're boring. It's
yeah.
just classic.
no. If you have a segment that I think that's literally impossible to.
Not everyone loves trivia.
Hey, no, certainly not. And then we're going to get into some topics.
Trivia is so fun, and
It
if you don't
is.
like it, you don't have to listen.
No, a
to
lot of
it.
people love
Some
trivia.
people love it,
You
but
know?
a lot of people hate it.
I mean, I would say more love it.
More love it, of course.
Yeah.
It's
And the people who
always
love it don't say
the
they love it.
silent
I know.
majority. I'm
Sometimes
telling
Rhea
you.
uses when she says a lot. A lot of people don't like it. It makes me think it's a big number.
I meant a lot of people like it. Some don't like it.
The loud majority. I mean, loud.
No, I
minority.
just said
Minority.
it's the silent majority
No, that
that usually
like
likes
it.
something.
Yeah.
But I was saying the opposite of that would be the people commenting, which would be the loud minority.
Correct.
Yes, correct. All right. We're going to get into the topics. We have official pictures of Emily Ratajkowski and Pete Davidson. Gemma and Luca from Love Island have split up. They announced that. And we are going to be talking about Raven-Symoné, talking about filming the Cheetah Girls, because I think it's a nice little throwback, and I love the Cheetah Girls. So let's get into it. Oh, wait.
And
we
our
also
interview.
have our interview with...
Val Chmerkovskiy and Gabby
Yep.
Windey.
Can't pronounce his last name.
Yeah, when you guys listen to the interview, you'll hear me introduce them because Rhea was like, I'm not saying this guy's name.
Usually when Fran introduces an interview, it's because I'm like, I don't know how to pronounce this person's name. Can you do it?
Yep.
So let's get into it, starting off with the weekly watch report. Welcome back, everybody, to the weekly watch report.
Did you guys hear the music I included? Maybe not. It's like very like newsy, like a report.
Oh, is it like
yeah. It's like
Oh,
welcome
love
to
it.
the evening
Yeah.
news, like that
All
type
right.
of.
like the type writer
I
stuff?
can hear it. Welcome to the weekly watch report. We are going to be talking about the things we watched this week. My list is super short. I only watched one thing, so I'll start
crazy.
off. I had a
One
busy
thing all
I had a
week?
I had a busy
You
week.
watch a lot of like podcasts, and that's why.
No, I had a busy week.
Okay.
I wasn't watching a lot of
Okay.
television this week.
So then maybe people will like this segment more than this time because we
Because
have
I don't have
limited.
I was doing a lot of things that
Yeah.
by the time it was time to like sit down and go to bed,
Okay.
I was just like on my phone. But I went home to Long Island on Monday, and my parents said, "Do you want to watch a show with us?" And I said, "Of course, let's watch something." They picked One of Us is Lying on Peacock, which, by the way, is the last book I ever read, probably in 2017. I think that's the last book I've ever read. And I really enjoyed that book. And so when I heard it was becoming a TV show, I was very excited. Chase Stokes was supposed to star in that TV show, and he was able to film he was seen in the first episode in a background scene because they had to recast his role, which was a main role. And so he never got to finish that show out.
Yeah.
But I was really excited when it was announced as a TV show, and then I ended up watching the first season this week. I have not yet to get to the second season, which was just released about maybe less than a month ago on Peacock, and I really enjoyed it. I'm into it. I would recommend One of Us is Lying. I think it's a good show, and I also think it's a good book. It's 2 seasons. There are 2 books. I am not 100% sure if there's more than 2 books, but I know that it's One of Us is Lying and then One of Us is Next.
Gotcha.
And so there's 2 seasons out now, and
You watched both seasons?
I only watched one season. I have to catch up on the second season.
So season 1 you
You
read.
said you
Season
also
1.
rewatched Dead to Me in preparation, didn't you?
That was weeks ago. I did that.
Okay.
And I'm
doesn't
excited.
count for weekly watch
Yeah.
report because it wasn't.
Well, I
this
was going to
week.
include a show that I didn't watch this past week, but I forgot to say last.
Like I
time.
might have like saw something on TV, right? But it's not something I sat down and
Yeah, no, and I don't
watched.
think that should be on there.
I'm not just going to include random.
Yeah, for sure. I put on 10 minutes of this show.
that I
scrolling
caught
this- yeah,
on.
no.
I caught
Yeah.
the last
Nope.
30 minutes of Bad Moms yesterday. I don't think
Yeah.
everybody wants me to include that, but
Right.
sat down and watched season 1 of One of Us is Lying, and I would recommend it.
White Lotus, terrible though.
Oh fuck! I watched The White Lotus.
Yeah.
God, see, this is why this segment is so hard. I watched The White Lotus.
Just make a notes app, and when you watch it, I'm going to start doing that.
All right.
Just write it down.
Fine, I'll throw The White Lotus in there as
Season
just
2, episode
3.
3.
C minus.
Ooh.
Actually, I'm gonna give it a C because I think it's going somewhere now. But I'm gonna
Okay.
give it a C. And One of Us is Lying. I'm gonna give a B.
Yeah. Good, not great, but recommend. That's a good-
Recommend
yeah,
it,
yeah.
but it's not the best show I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
yeah.
I'm not gonna hype it
Yep,
up.
yep.
But I do think it's good.
Okay. I am going to start this week with a movie.
Wow.
I watched a movie.
Wow.
Rare.
I watched Vengeance, the BJ Novak movie.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I liked it. I didn't love it. I thought it was good. It definitely it got me at the end. It was worth watching, but it was like I'd give it a B. Like it was
solid.
yeah.
I saw it twice in theaters, but
You saw it twice in theaters?
because I saw it with a friend, and then I saw it, and then I wanted my parents to see it when I was like home one time,
Oh.
and I was like, oh, I'll go. Yeah, John Mayer.
John Mayer is in it. Yeah, he is. BJ Novak's very good in it. And I like the family in Texas is very funny. I thought that the little brother was very funny.
Yeah.
But
Ashton Kutcher.
yeah,
was good.
yeah. It was. I mean,
It's good writing.
It was. It's something that it stays a B for me because it's like I saw it, I liked it, I enjoyed watching it. I wouldn't put it on again anytime soon.
Yeah.
Like maybe in a few years down the line, I'd watch it again. But like in 6 months, I'm not gonna be like, oh god, that was such a good movie. I want to put it on again.
Yeah, when I watched it for the second time, I was like, oh, it's not as good as I first thought, but still enjoy it a lot.
I finished White Lotus season 1. Now I'm moving into TV. I finished White Lotus season 1. I watched 4, 5, and 6. I would put 4, 5, and 6 definitely higher than 1, 2, 3. I like the show. I just don't like. I'm not raving about it. Like people rave about the White Lotus. Oh my god, it's so good. I'm like, it's good. It didn't wow me by any means, but I enjoyed it. I thought like the end was good. I kind of thought, I want to say by maybe episode 4, I was like, I felt like I knew who was gonna die.
Oh,
I was
really?
like, yeah, I was like, I know who's gonna die. Like, it started to get like, I was like, it's only got to be this person.
I think with the second season, it's way more up in the air on who's gonna die. There's really no. I have my theories on who I think is gonna die. Can I say it? I don't really think it's not a spoiler. It's just a theory.
Yeah.
No, because episodes aren't out.
My theory is that Theo James, his name's Cameron in the show, kills somebody because he in one episode said like, ugh, like bad customer service or whatever, like incompetence makes me homicidal. And you never say something makes you homicidal, you say something makes you suicidal. Like, oh, this makes me want to kill myself, like, right?
Yeah,
which is more of what people would say. Nobody goes, this makes me want to kill somebody.
People, yeah.
So him
for some reason, you just saying that makes me think that Aubrey Plaza's husband kills Theo James.
Okay, I like that theory. I think everything's up in the air. I also think his wife in the last episode said that he is surrounded by monsters, bad people. He has the people that he works with are bad people. She was like, Cameron's bad in like a way that like a little boy is naughty, but she was like, these guys will fuck you up. That's what she says. So I'm like, a lot of hinting to him doing something bad, but maybe that's to throw you off from the fact that somebody else is going to do something bad.
Actually, I don't think Theo James would die because his wife wouldn't be like chilling on the beach by herself.
Right. No, but she finds the dead.
She finds the dead body. Wouldn't she have been like, "Where's he been the past day?"
Well, he might have.
Okay. Now we're getting. Let me catch up.
Well,
guys.
no, that's in the first episode. That's in the literally first 10 seconds of the show.
Okay, I'm just saying.
But she goes into the ocean. She goes into the ocean and sees a body. So maybe he said, "I'm going swimming," and then she goes into the ocean and she finds his body. Who knows?
Who knows?
I think one of the prostitutes. Would you call them?
Yeah, they are prostitutes.
Yeah. Maybe one of them die.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't know. There's a lot. Or Aubrey Plaza. Whatever.
Obviously, there's obviously a lot of options.
That's what I'm saying. This one is so up in the air of who's
anyone.
going to die, where the first season, I guess, was a little more obvious.
I would probably put just overall second half I would give it a B+. White Lotus.
That's a fair score.
Season 4 to 6.
Fair score.
Episode 4 to 6.
I think the reason I liked this show so much when I first watched it was because I really liked the idea.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was a good premise of a show.
It is a great premise. And they obviously can change it every time.
Yeah.
I texted you this, but Molly Shannon was my favorite part of the first season. I thought she was so funny.
Wait, which one's Molly Shannon?
She plays the mom of Shane's mom.
Yeah.
Who comes on the honeymoon.
Or he's like, my mom's coming.
Alexandra Daddario's husband.
Oh, yes.
She plays, I thought she was very funny. I watched, Grey's Anatomy season 19, episode 6 was a crossover with Station 19, which always drives me nuts because then I have to watch Station 19. But the end of Meredith Grey, I mean, not the end of Meredith Grey. Like, I think she's going to pop in and out, sort of. But she's, this is it. She posted that, like, she's finishing up playing after 19 seasons.
It's about time.
Yeah, they're,
But they should end the show with her, in my opinion.
I agree.
I don't think they will. If they can,
It's
if
called
they can-
Grey's Anatomy.
it has
yeah, but if
to
they
end.
can keep it going, like if people are still watching, they'll keep it going. You know,
The shit they come up with now is so.
They've run out of every option.
Right.
They've shot up the hospital. There's been a plane crash. They've done everything.
they have done a lot.
And those are more realistic than the things that are happening now on that show.
She wrote on Instagram, I am eternally grateful and humbled by the love and support you have all shown me, Meredith Grey, and the show for 19 seasons. Through it all, none of it would have been possible without the best fans in the world. You're all riders, and you have made the ride so fun and iconic. She wrote, I love you madly. And then she said that, you know, this isn't, that there you may see her again, but it's just like a little bit at the end here. Meredith's moving to... She's not like, it's not like they killed her off or anything. She's moving out of Seattle. So that's like the storyline that is being created. It was a good episode, sad ending for it, because this is also where I find myself being in a sticky situation when it comes to talking about these episodes, because I don't want to like say what happened and then people be like, oh, I'm not there yet.
So don't say it.
I'm not going to say it, but I thought it was a good episode, but as a whole, I mean, we're at like C territory for Grey's Anatomy. So I'm going to give that a C. Kardashian season 2, episode 8 I watched, not 9. I haven't watched 9 yet. 8 I watched, which is the lead up to the Met. And, you know, Kim's dyeing her hair, all these things.
I watched that last night.
Oh, you know.
That one slipped my mind. I wasn't really paying attention.
Yes.
It was background noise for me.
Yeah, I kind of put it on in the background too, but I mean, I really do like watching it, and honestly seeing like the process of going to the Met and everything that they do is so intense. Mm-hmm. It's like so much more intense than I would ever imagine, and the preparation, everything is so crazy. Kim getting into the dress and the whole thing. So that's it's probably a B episode. I liked it. There's been worse ones, but there's been better ones. The Crown. I started season 5 of The Crown. The Crown is a phenomenal show. I've only watched 1 episode, but we're in a new era, new characters. I think I saw a lot of people having a hard time adjusting to Queen Elizabeth being played by the woman who plays Umbridge in Harry Potter. So that's tough for people. But I think she's going to be great. She fits it. She sounds like her. Dominic West is also a very hard to believe Prince Charles. He's just far too handsome.
He's the one that was had a lot going on, right?
Yeah, the
with
Lily James situation, and he was on the show The Affair. Yeah. He
good show, by the way.
Great show. He's just like too handsome. But Diana is phenomenal. Like, I think that was cast so well. So I'm excited to watch that season, but I just started, so I'm gonna give season 5, episode 1 a A-. It always starts off well. So I'm going A-.
Did you ever watch Kristen Stewart's Princess Diana movie?
I tried to. I made it through 30 minutes and had to turn it off because I was on a plane and was like falling asleep.
Yeah.
And then Winter House season 2, episode 5 I watched. I've been entertained by Winter House a little bit too much. Sometimes like it gets too sexual and I'm like, nobody wants to see this. Like, it's like,
some people do though.
I guess it's just like their intimate moments of like girls being like, I want you inside me. I'm like,
yeah, like I actually
TV.
don't want to watch that.
No, I really like, and I can't imagine enjoying watching that back either. But I do enjoy watching Winter House. I think it's been a good insight on some of their relationships. I think Paige has been very vulnerable in talking about her relationship with Craig and seeing more of what's going on. And it's been good drama. Tom and Tom were a good addition too. So that's a B+, Winter House. These are shows I'm watching, but I'm not grading. I'm just going to list them because I think that that's where I fall with these ones, and I don't really think people are dying to know my grades on Chicago PD. So I've also watched The Voice, Dancing with the Stars, Chicago Med, Fire PD, and 911, which is on Fox. And they don't need grades, so I won't include them.
Thank you for your time and effort.
Yeah.
Thank you for sparing us.
You know I watch a lot of TV, and I figure nobody needs me to go through the grades for all the Chicago shows. If you do, you can DM me and we can discuss about them. But
politely, we decline.
I am locked in. I'm locked in. For those who are watching, I'm locked in on what's going on in Chicago PD. I think they got a good storyline going. And that's it for me.
All right.
Noah?
I went to the movie theater to see the Banshee.
Fuck, I need to go see Wakanda Forever.
I've heard good things about that as well.
I tried to go Tuesday, and it was just.
You got plans this weekend?
You're not going to go see that, are you?
Wakanda Forever.
No, I'm not asking her to go see it. I'm
No,
saying
she's
she
saying
had
you
plans
should
this
go.
weekend.
Oh,
I wanted to go on Tuesday, and all the theaters were totally full.
Really?
Like all the AMC theaters around me were full. So maybe this weekend. Okay,
I
sorry.
love
Go ahead.
going to
What'd
the
you go
theater.
see?
So I went to the movie theater to see
The theater.
the Banshee. I don't think I'm gonna say this correctly, but the Banshees of Inisherin. It's Colin Farrell and they both were in Bruges. What's the other guy?
You love going to the movies alone.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
No,
And
I respect it.
Banshees.
I love it more than I'll go with a friend and I'm like, we have to talk now. Like
There's also the awkward buildup of like getting snacks and
also
little
like
small talk when you're like
small talk, and then
let's
it's
just
like when
get
you
to
leave
the
the
movie.
theater, I just want to like put my headphones in.
Can I say
think about what I saw.
something? Leaving the theater when you go see a movie with a friend is the most awkward thing in the world. You could be the closest it could be your closest friend.
Really?
Leaving the movie theater.
No, it's
is incredibly awkward.
It's incredibly awkward.
I disagree.
Okay, I feel weird leaving the movie theater with somebody going to the same place because I feel I have this problem.
What?
I have this. I can see why going alone to a movie is good. I've never done it, but I have this issue where I fully put myself into the movie, and so when the movie's over, I feel like I'm in the movie.
Yeah,
and then I feel weird walking out of a movie, and I feel like I'm digesting the movie. I feel like I need time to process what just happened, and
then you have
I'm
to
thinking a lot about the movie.
Do they like it? Do I like it? Do I have to tell them? Like, do I have to pretend to like it because they like it?
I'm thinking a lot about the movie.
Boy, do you guys overthink when you leave the movie theater.
It's not about overthinking. It's about fully captivating yourself in the film.
Yeah.
Well, I first of all, I'm not leaving imagining
Also,
myself being
if
in
it's
the movie.
like an emotional movie, I don't
Listen,
wanna really
as an
share
actor, sometimes
like, I want to be able to like,
happens.
if I need to cry or do something, like, I don't want to have like someone I know sitting next to me. I just don't. Like, I just want to like.
Do you cry a lot at the movies?
No.
Oh my god, that's making me get teary-eyed.
No, I mean not like sobbing, but like maybe like if it's a
I
really.
mean, I personally like walking out of a movie theater with someone I know and being like, so what'd you think? We can talk about it. What'd you think about
I
this
don't know.
part?
I'm not saying
Did you like it?
I need
Did
more
you
time
not
to
like
think.
it?
I'm not
can't.
saying I don't like going to the movies with somebody because I've only gone to the movies with somebody. I'm saying it's
But I don't find that to be an awkward conversation.
It's awkward leaving. There's something
It's
about
awkward
leaving the
leaving.
theater like all right, see ya.
I don't know. I think about everything. Like if I'm sitting next to someone and
feel like
they're
you
not
don't have to
laughing, but
see
I'm
the-
laughing,
'cause
or
you're
they're
sitting
laughing and I'm not laughing.
I feel like
I'm
you don't
like,
have to say the see ya till you're on the street.
No, right, but you're on the street, but you've been sitting in silence for so long that next to each other that it's almost like I don't know, it's one of those weird awkward moments.
No, I think everything
you
about
never
going to a
have
movie
you don't
theater
think
with
about
people.
there's things
I
in
don't
life
think leaving a movie theater is awkward.
There's things in life that are so awkward and weird for no reason at all. They're not awkward or weird things, but there's just something about it that's awkward. Leaving the movie theater is one of those
You know
things
what I
for me.
enjoy going by myself after? When
I think
leave.
people will probably be more on your side in this conversation that it is awkward. I just have never left and thought, gosh, that was kind of awkward.
No, it's while you're leaving.
No, you don't get in the car after and go, "Oh, that was awkward." It's a
It's like
feeling.
in the moment, like
it's like in
leaving
your
the theater.
body.
You have like you have to go out on the escalator.
Yeah.
like-
It's a feeling in your body that you're like uneasy that you are leaving the movies.
No, this is what
I
I
mean,
do.
maybe you just have a little bit of an awkward silence because all the people go and like check their phones to see what texts they've missed, so there isn't like
No,
a lot of
it's not.
conversation.
I'm just saying it's an awkward, uneasy feeling leaving a movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I feel
Okay.
weird. I have felt weird after like going to the movies with my boyfriend. And I leave and I'm like, I don't even know where I am right now. Like we've just been sitting in the movie for 3 hours, and I have fully put myself into that movie. That now we're walking out, and I'm like in the real world.
That's a feeling I can't say I can relate to.
What I like to do going alone when the movie ends, I get up, I go to the bathroom, and I like to listen. Like I won't put my headphones in immediately because I want to hear. Like sometimes people are talking about the movie. I like to hear different opinions, what other people thought at
So
the
you
urinal.
like to hear
So you
strangers'
like to hear
opinions
strangers'
and not
opinions,
people that you
but you
know.
don't want to hear your friends.
Oh, I don't want to talk. I just want to listen. I already know what I'm thinking. Hear what some strangers have to say. when I leave the bathroom, put my headphones in. Then I really just think about the movie, have a nice walk home. It's great.
People are weirdos. I will say I definitely have like walked outside.
We're
like,
weird.
I've gone in like
You went to 3 nights in Vegas with the Jonas
Yeah.
Brothers. I'm kidding.
That's on brand.
I don't think that's
on
weird.
brand for me.
I know. I don't think that's weird. By the way,
I walked out. Sometimes I'll walk out for the movie from the movie theater. Like when I go in and it's daytime, and you walk out and it's nighttime. It's
yes,
like, whoa,
yes. There's something that may be
but it
part
doesn't
of
make
it.
me. It doesn't like.
It makes
give me a weird feeling.
It makes
it's
me
just
feel
something
uneasy.
also recently.
Like I'm crawling out of my skin right now thinking about it.
okay. Noah, go back to your list because we're on a major tangent here.
Well,
that's
what
fine,
did you
though.
think of this
I
movie?
was gonna say recently, there's some magic in the air when I go to see a movie on the way to the movie theater. I've been going to the Lincoln Center because I'm kind of near there. Not the last one, but the one before that I went to. I was walking down the street. Elizabeth Moss, just sitting, smoking on a bench.
She's always on the Upper West Side.
Yeah, so she's just sitting. I'm like, oh my god! I walked by her a couple times. Just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I was like, whoa!
Oh,
and she was so cool. She was smoking
of course,
on the
smoking a
bench, like
cigarette.
awesome. This past time, walking to the theater, there's always this one restaurant on the Upper West Side where there's like a live. I don't know if it's just Sundays, but that's when I go to see most of my movies. There's like a live like band or something like kind of on the sidewalk, and there's like a crowd. A lot of times like there's old people like dancing with each other.
That's nice.
And I walk by. This time I kind of stopped because I was like, oh, it's pretty good. Just stop for a second. And they were like wrapping up the guy singing. And then they go, ladies and gentlemen, Tony Danza. And it's Tony Danza. I was like, what?
Oh my god!
I was like, what?
Wow.
I almost wanted to just stay like
Yeah.
and miss the movie.
Hold me closer, Tony Danza.
Danza.
Yeah. So I was like, what? So 2 times in a row.
Noah also texted us, do you guys know who Tony Danza is?
No, because I
We're
heard the name. I'm like,
yes.
that's definitely like a famous person. Why do I know that name?
Yeah, Tony Danza, very famous name.
Yeah.
Very famous.
I called my
person.
mom too, being like, do you know? And they were like, had the same reaction. Like,
Yeah,
obviously.
Of course, I
Obviously,
know Tony
yes.
Danza. It's-
Okay, what did you think of that movie? Have you not brought up this movie already?
No. I think I might have said I wanted to see it, but
okay. Colin
But
Farrell.
also, I do always have. I'm never gonna get to the movie, but there's always some awkward. Remember, I told you that by the time I spilled popcorn all over the place when I was
Yeah.
by myself. This time, I show up. I pick an aisle seat, obviously, because I don't want to like deal with anything. There's a couple in my seat, in my row, in my
Ooh.
seat, and I'm like, I'm not like.
Are they Frenching?
No, but they're definitely together, and I'm like, oh, whatever. Like the seats behind them are empty, but now I have to worry about everyone walking in that I'm in their seat. Like I wait like 30 minutes. The movie starts. No one. So I'm like, all right, I'm safe now. And then these 2 people come up. The movie has already started.
Mhm.
They're like, you're in our seats, and I'm like, I pretended to like play dumb. I'm like, what? Like really? Like oh yeah, those are my seats in front. And then they kind of just stood there. I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? Like, they're sitting there. Like, do you want to tell them to move?
Mm-hmm.
And then we kind of waited for the awkward silence, and they just like were like, all right, we'll sit back there, and like found other seats.
So it was the couple's original
It was
fault.
the people in front of
But
me set off this whole chain.
You could have
reaction.
told
Sounds
the
like an
people-
avoidable issue if
you
you
could have
just
told the
asked
people.
the first people to move.
I just didn't.
You had to
I
say,
just
"Hey,
don't like-
sorry, those are my seats."
If I
you
showed up
picked
and there
those
were no
seats.
other seats, then I would have. But I was like, whatever. Like,
I mean, it's assigned seats in a movie theater. It's not a crazy thing to say, oh, excuse me, like, I think that's my seat.
I know. I started like really like trying to think in my head like maybe they couldn't get seats together and they like want to sit together.
Sometimes you make a lot of assumptions in your head without opening your mouth.
Yeah.
Just like open your mouth and ask the questions.
I just didn't feel. I was also like not in my right state of mind to like want to have like a public like interaction. If you know what I mean?
Gotcha. Yeah, we're picking up what you're putting
Yeah.
down.
My
okay.
lord.
Okay. Anyways, the movie itself, very good. Very good.
Thank God.
I would give it an A-. It was not what I was expecting. Kind of like very strange movie. But
It's
What was
listed as
strange
a
about
drama/comedy.
yeah, it's
And a lot of Irish people.
I didn't really know anything about it.
We've
going
definitely
into it.
talked about this movie at some point.
I think
that
we
you
talked
wanted
about
to
it. I
see
want
it.
to see it, but all I knew was it's the 2 guys from In Bruges. I know Colin Farrell, the other guy, and
Yeah.
they're great actors, and it's gotten great reviews. But it's very strange.
And this guy's from the Marvel movies.
Extremely strange movie, but
Very.
I would give it an A-. I think.
Okay.
Great.
It's got a 98% around
Yeah,
Tomatoes.
beautiful scenery in Ireland, like amazing. Makes me want to go.
Ireland is beautiful.
Yeah. I also watched White Lotus. I would give it a C-. I was gonna give it a D, but then you
Ooh.
gave it up. Like it's
It wasn't a D in my personal opinion.
Yeah, a C minus. I'll give it a C minus. It's just like I need something to start happening.
Yeah.
The show that I didn't watch this week, but I watched and forgot, Inside Man with Stanley Tucci. Have you heard about that?
I heard about that. What'd you think?
I thought it was pretty good. Yeah.
What's that on?
It's on Netflix.
Netflix.
It's a short
4
one.
episodes,
it's like
right?
4. Yeah, that's what I was like. I didn't realize how short it
Do
was.
love Stanley Tucci.
Yeah.
My parents love watching his Italian show.
What's that?
I think it's on like CNN or something. He travels.
Oh,
and
yeah.
just
He
goes
kind of
to
like
places in Italy.
stole Anthony Bourdain's thing, right? Or like was
Searching
inspired
for
by
Italy. Stole Anthony Bourdain's thing. Like traveling and eating on TV was a brand new concept. Stanley Tucci searching for Italy.
it. Yeah.
Yes, he is. That is.
Yeah, I would give that a B. But I also
My
like.
parents love that show.
I wasn't
it's on
fully
CNN. It's
locked
very
in on
good.
it. It was kind of hard to follow, but I wasn't like. Sometimes I just don't give things my full attention, and I'm like not giving it a fair shot. But from what I saw, it was a B.
Okay.
And then I rewatched Notting Hill, which is an A+.
Great
obviously.
fucking movie.
Like one of the greatest rom-coms of all
That
time.
is a great movie.
I've never seen it.
Oh, there's so many classic rom-coms that you have not seen.
And also Notting
But
Hill.
there's also a lot that I have.
but all the
Notting
more
Hill.
that it seems like a lot that you haven't. Not more that you haven't.
But I've
because you've
seen a lot.
But what was the other one recently that I was like, what?
Wasn't it like 27 Dresses?
27 Dresses.
I've seen
I
that
haven't
like
seen- I
on
haven't seen
TV
that.
when I was
Sweet
younger.
Home Alabama, 27
seen
Dresses.
that.
Sweet Home Alabama I've seen on TV.
But you
But
haven't
they-
watched it.
You watched
Right, but they
Hitch,
haven't.
right?
What?
You did watch Hitch?
Yes,
or-
I did.
And Notting Hill is another. Julia Roberts, Hugh Grant.
Yeah. Honestly, great movie. And I lived in Notting Hill when I lived in London, so it just like brings me
I
back.
always forget that you lived in London.
Yeah.
Interesting
For
fact
half a
about
year.
yourself.
Great. Yeah.
Great
I
movie.
miss it.
Was that it?
The opening shot, there's a pub that I went to a couple times.
Yeah.
Just like, bring
So
me
it's
back.
such a good bookstore too. Like a good movie.
There's so many iconic
Such a
lines
good
in that
movie bookstore. Yeah, there is.
I'm just a
It's
girl.
a great movie.
One day I'll get to London.
And watch Notting Hill.
Do you know
Yep.
what Notting Hill's about at all?
Nope.
Basically, the premise is Hugh Grant, normal guy, in a bookstore in Notting Hill. Julia Roberts, famous.
Julia Roberts is basically Julia Roberts.
She's basically Julia Roberts, like biggest actress in the world.
Yeah.
She just stumbles into his.
Oh, I love that premise.
She's American.
Yeah.
She stumbles
love
into his
that.
bookstore.
Filming a movie.
All right. Okay.
It's great.
Don't spoil it for me. I'll watch.
Yeah.
I will watch.
I-
That sounds nice.
It's beautiful. It's a great music too in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my God, the soundtrack.
Great music.
I
Oh.
watched something about Mary on TV, but I also didn't count that either because it was on TV. Anything I'm catching on cable, I'm not counting.
Yeah. Because I feel like you're not watching the whole thing when you watch it on TV. So like
And the wedding
I'll
singer.
I'll watch like maybe 3 or 4 like commercial
Yeah.
sections. But movies are on TV
What's
for
the-
like 3
And-
hours.
Right, because there's so many commercials. And then also
So
you're
many
like, I know what
commercials.
happens.
Yeah.
In Notting Hill, you know the scene where he's walking down, it's like Portobello Road,
Yeah.
and all the seasons are changing.
Yeah.
What was that song? Because that was a perfect song for that.
Oh, I don't remember.
Isn't it like
I
is it a
haven't-
Bill Withers song?
I
Ain't No
don't know.
Sunshine?
Yeah,
I
maybe.
think it's Ain't No. Oh my God.
Ain't no
It's great.
sunshine
Yes, it is.
when she
Oh.
goes.
I have to watch that again tonight, probably.
Yeah. All right, that's our report.
That
card.
wraps it up. Let us know what you thought. Okay, we got official picture and video evidence of Emily Ratajkowski and Pete Davidson together. He went to go pick up Emily Ratajkowski at her apartment in the West Village, but plans changed when paparazzi
Those sneaky
got
paps
in the way. And so then Emily Ratajkowski got into an Uber or whatever, Lyft, whatever she uses,
Yeah.
and went to Pete's apartment in Brooklyn. And they're
Yeah.
assuming it's a Pete's apartment in Brooklyn because he bought a place in Brooklyn and she went to Brooklyn. So assuming he went there. These two make more sense to me than Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian made to me. Seeing them together, I was like, okay, they make sense.
Yeah, I don't know why though. I'm just feeling it's making me feel nostalgic for Pete and Kim.
Of course,
It
I
is,
would.
like, and I also think that
thought they
they're-
were funny and
Yeah.
fun, but I'm not that shocked about Emily Ratajkowski and Pete Davidson
No.
whatsoever. I was way more shocked about Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian.
I agree, and I think Pete and Emily logistically make more sense. Like they have more of a real shot at working.
Funny comedian, supermodel.
They're both in New York, and they're pretty close in age.
Yeah.
She's 31. Pete Davidson. It was his birthday. So celebrating his birthday. He just turned 29. And I think it paired with I didn't watch the full episode, but I saw the clip of the new Kardashians episode where they're at the Met and Pete and Kim are being all cute, and Pete's like, "Remember when I asked you for your number at the last Met and you said you couldn't give it to me because you had gloves on?" Like that was really sweet. That was like a really sweet way to like try and let someone down.
Mm-hmm.
They had very cute banter that I was like, oh, I kind of miss these two together now. I gotta see him with Emily Ratajkowski, another woman.
Somebody said to us, like, you guys are so dumb. Like, Pete Davidson is friends with Emily Ratajkowski's ex-husband.
That doesn't matter.
Well, seems like it doesn't fucking matter, you idiot, because they're clearly hanging out. If you're going to call us an idiot, I'll call you a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I also don't think that matters at all. And if I had to guess, Pete Davidson and Sebastian are besties.
I don't think they're the best of friends. I'm sure maybe they hung out one time, but they were sitting next to each other at a basketball game.
Literally, I think they were like courtside at a Knicks game one time, which, by the way, like you could be next to anybody at courtside at a Knicks game if you're famous enough and strike up a conversation. So, yeah, maybe they are friends, friendly. That doesn't stop people sometimes.
Pete Davidson also
from jumping around.
Well, also Emily Ratajkowski's husband was a dog out there.
Yeah, I mean, that guy was like out here cheating on her all the time.
Pete Davidson went to dinner with Kanye West. Like, we're just like, what? Yeah. We think that Pete knows no bounds at this point. Like, this man's gonna be with whoever he wants. Yeah, and truly whoever he wants. He's Emily. Things freed up for Emily Ratajkowski, and Pete was like, I'm in. Like it's nuts.
You think that do you think that he still has any sense of naivete in him? No, where he
like any fear of rejection.
Any fear of like, ooh, I don't think I could get her. Or do you think in his mind now, he after dating Kim Kardashian, he's like, I could truly date anybody in the world.
I think he could date anybody, but I do think Pete Davidson probably does not think he can date anybody.
Yeah.
Like, I think he probably lives in a world where
I think his thoughts went up after
I'm pretty
Kim.
sure, like,
right, but in some way you have to be like,
I think he's not afraid to shoot his shot with anybody.
No, that's what I think. I think he'll go after anybody.
Yeah.
But in his mind, there's a little part of him that's like, will this ruin the streak? Are they going to turn me down?
But think about it's also like such a variety of women. Like old, young, like tall, short, like Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah, I mean.
Phoebe, what's her name?
But
Dynevor.
also.
Dynevor. I mean, he literally was gonna marry Ariana Grande.
He was going to marry.
He was gonna straight up marry
Ariana Grande. Probably is looking at this like, I started something.
Well, she did. Cassie David's probably like, I started.
She started the wave.
Yeah. Well, Cassie David's probably like, fuck him.
I mean, at this point, I feel like Cassie's just got to laugh at it, right?
Yeah,
like it's got to be like this fucking guy.
Originally, when they broke up and then all of a sudden he was marrying Ariana Grande, it was probably fuck him. Yeah. But then at this point, she's probably like laughing, like, oh my God, it has to be funny to everybody. Like, it's not ending.
Right.
I'd imagine Kim ain't happy about Emily Ratajkowski.
No,
I don't think so.
That she posted that.
No, and she posted a very sexy bikini photo that everyone was like, we see what you're doing, Kim.
I think that Pete broke up with Kim. My theory is that Pete ended things with Kim.
If I had to guess, I think it was a mutual thing.
Mutual, but
probably like, this has been fun.
I mean, he was the one that was, I think it was distance. He was the one, he was gone the entire summer. He was filming a movie. Like, I think they were just like,
there was so much going on with Kanye and like.
Yeah.
He's probably like, you know what? I could get anyone like.
Emily Ratajkowski and her husband just broke up. Like, I gotta go.
I can't pass this opportunity.
Yeah, come on. Kim, you understand.
And
it's a big opportunity.
There was that interview, I think she was on.
Oh, yeah, Seth Meyers.
Where she was talking about Pete Davidson, his appeal. She's like, oh, he must be a charming guy.
We talked about that last year.
Yeah.
When she was like,
he saw that for sure and was like, good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, a source had told E! News that they have been friendly for years and they have gone on a few dates after recently reconnecting. Pete texted Emily wanting to get together to catch up. The insider shared, Emily thinks Pete is a lot of fun to hang out with. There was a picture of, they received the videos from this week. Emily was photographed holding a possible gift for Pete, a wrap package from NYC's 3 Lives and Company bookshop.
I was stunned by that. The camera guy.
That sounds like such an Emily Ratajkowski
into the door
gift too.
Somebody
a
from
book.
A bookshop.
A book.
Like, Pete doesn't want your book. Maybe he does. Maybe he does want Emily Ratajkowski's book. I thought it was super casual. She's wearing sweats. They're just gonna chill.
They were wearing like the same exact.
Yeah,
thing.
they're just gonna chill.
Yeah,
they're gonna watch some TV, hang out, maybe smoke some weed. I don't know what Emily Ratajkowski does.
It's just like, it's funny that I feel like Pete Davidson now, it wasn't like this before because it was like Ariana Grande. Well, I guess, people talked about with like Mac Miller and stuff, but more now Kim and Emily, it's like coming out of marriages. It's like, oh, what's the first thing you're going to do? I'm going to date Pete Davidson. It's like after you win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm going to Disney World. But it's like, I'm going to date Pete Davidson.
Everyone's excited.
I know. That's like when people were joking about Giselle. It's like, whoa, Giselle's out of her marriage with Tom Brady. Who's the first one that's going to call her up? Pete Davidson.
We cannot see Giselle and Pete Davidson together.
No.
We can't.
Emily Ratajkowski, this makes a lot of sense, I think.
Yeah, this fits. I think that... Yeah, I don't know.
Did you see that tweet where people were like,
here it is, photographic evidence.
You have two options as a woman in this world. You either
Yeah.
have Nick Cannon's child or date
Pete Davidson. So funny. I know. When we talked about this on Wednesday, it was like, we're like, oh, it was just a Dumois sighting. Who knows if it's real or not? Like, that could be made up. Bam. One day later, pictures of them.
I think Emily Ratajkowski loves it.
Yeah.
Like, I think they were eating that shit up.
Every time someone says, like, well, what could be next for Pete?
Yeah.
And everyone's like, there's nothing after Kim. There's nothing after
I
Kate
will say,
Beckinsale. He always comes through.
Right. Like,
Yeah,
he
does.
never
Emily
lets
Ratajkowski
anyone know.
wasn't even available.
Right. When we were talking about who's next for Pete Davidson, Emily Ratajkowski wasn't available. And then, but when they broke up,
was still an option.
I'm pretty sure I made a joke saying she's going to date Pete Davidson.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, who could
I
be
think
next?
I said
Like,
that.
they're probably married right now.
It is
You
crazy
never
that the
know.
camera like followed. If you watch the video on TMZ, it's like they
shoved it
enter
in the door.
They literally are in the doorway, like filming through the door. I'm like, Jesus Christ, they really will do anything.
Yeah.
People were talking about the hug they gave, being like, that's just a friend hug. No, it's not. That's a hug that you give someone quickly when you see each other. And then you go up
Yeah.
to the apartment, you start hanging out, all of a sudden you kissy, and then you're having sex.
What friend is
Like-
doing, or just like guy and girl?
Just
Hanging
casually
out by
and giving each other a
themselves,
hug
I
like
guess
that.
Like they're definitely. I mean, they're definitely just like casually dating.
They're
but
casually
that's
dating,
not,
but
it's
that's
a
the
physical
kind of
thing.
hug you give someone you're casually dating when
Right.
you first show up to their apartment. You don't give them a big smooch right away.
Also, you know
Hey.
the camera guys are like right behind.
And you're also trying to feel out the relationship.
Yeah.
You don't just show up, give them a big kiss on the lips.
Yeah.
You give them a quick little hug, then you get up there, and like I said, things escalate.
Yep, definitely.
I can't believe like Emily Ratajkowski's going over to Pete Davidson's apartment and they're fornicating. Like I know that's a sick thought in my head,
Wait,
but
so
like
he lives in Brooklyn. How long has he lived in Brooklyn?
I don't know if I think he has a place there. I don't know.
Because I just assumed he still was with his parents or his mom. I mean, sorry.
Yeah, Pete came to like Rhea said. Pete came to pick up Emily at her apartment, but he drove off when he saw photographers, and then she caught an Uber to his house. He greeted her at the door with a warm hug. Pete later drove her back to her apartment.
It was awkward because they were like, when the camera guys showed up, and she kind of was just like walking in a
Well,
circle.
it's just like so crazy that you can like. They were just trying to have a Netflix and chill B-Day night, and the paparazzi.
How do
were...
they find them? Like, how do they know? They just stay outside
if I
their
had to
apartment?
guess, I mean, of course people call paparazzi, but in a scenario like this, I would guess because of that Dumois sighting and all the articles like Us Weekly had posted, like, oh, they're dating, that the paparazzi are just sitting outside either of their respective
insane.
places to see where they're going because everybody wants to get the first picture or video of them, which is exactly what happened.
It happened. It's there.
Yep.
It's happening. Gemma and Luca from Love Island have announced their split, both
Shocker
on their Instagram stories. Gemma went first. Then Luca popped on.
A little spicy.
And Luca was not happy that Gemma
spicy response.
That Gemma had announced that they split up on her Instagram.
Yeah, so I'll read Gemma had posted first, and she said on her story, to all my followers, I wanted to let you know that Luca and I are no longer in a relationship. It wasn't an easy decision, but ultimately this is what is best for us both right now. Many of you have been on this journey with us from the very beginning, and I want to thank you for your continued support as we start new chapters. Love always, Gem. And then Luca went on his story. I hope it's still there because I didn't screenshot it and I should have.
We have it on Chicks in the Office.
on his too, or I thought it was
No,
just
his wasn't on there.
Yeah, I thought it was just Gemma. Okay. I can find it 1 second. Luca said that he would have liked some time to process, is what he posted on his story. Okay, he wrote, switched my phone back on after taking some time out to clear my head after an emotional afternoon to thousands of messages and news articles about my breakup. I would have liked some time to process this privately, but as you all already now know, sadly, Gemma and I made the mutual decision earlier today to go our separate ways. We have been on such a journey together and have made some amazing memories, which I will treasure. I can't thank everyone enough for their support for us as a couple during and after Love Island. We will remain good friends, and I wish nothing but the best for her. So,
I knew this was going to happen. They're not going to remain good friends.
This was so not surprising. This breakup was bound to happen. I think it's objectively kind of funny that they broke up and Gemma felt like she needed to announce to the world that she was single on this exact same day.
Absurd. Nobody ever does that. Nobody breaks up and says, I'm going to tell everyone.
I have to
tell everyone right now.
I'm a single woman. So clearly he was a little rattled.
I meant publicly, obviously in your real life.
No, of course.
But publicly.
He was definitely a little rattled by that. But yeah, these two, I think even from the end, no one expected these two to make it. Did you see this? Did you see that Publicity posted a story about Davide and Ekin being like, thinking that they were maybe a PR relationship? And Ekin replied to her story. Like, she didn't tag them, but Ekin replied to her story and said, not a PR relationship, XX.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Publis was thrown off because she's like, she didn't tag him. Like, someone must have sent it to her. She saw it, and then she felt like she replied to her.
Gonna be honest,
her official account.
Completely agree. It's a PR relationship. Completely 100% agree. And I'm not one.
Damn.
I remember when you first started saying the term PR relationship to me, and I didn't even know what you were talking about.
Yeah.
It's something you introduced to me. I had no idea people did that at all. It is something people do. I guess,
totally.
but I didn't know that was really a thing. I was very naive to this world.
Yeah. Well, be careful what you say, because Ekin might slide in your DMs.
Fine, slide in my DMs, because I was completely Ekin and Davide fan.
What changed your mind?
Their overall presence to the world and their TikToks
and
I think
their interviews on social media.
No, their interviews when they go, yeah, we're doing great, first time in America, our TV show comes out next week, and I'm like, they got a TV show deal.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
they had to film the TV show. They got to stay together for the TV show, and then once that dies down, the split will happen. I am fully on board with that, and usually I'm taking the naive route of
like
things.
To believe in love.
Well, I like to believe in love. I'm a romantic. I love love. I am not buying these two, and I loved them.
Yeah.
I am not buying them for a single fucking second. I think they are such a fake TV show relationship. And Ekin can DM me. I'm not afraid. Like, what is she gonna do?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Just my thought. And I understand that that might be hurtful to them if they do have a real relationship. And if so, I apologize, and I'll eat my words. And I'll believe in your love.
You don't believe her saying,
but I'm not.
But
I'm not buying the in every interview. Yeah, we're having such a great time together. Check it out on our TV show next week. Which they could just have it. They could be in love and have a TV show. They could.
They could be in love and both really want to be famous.
That could be true as well. Yeah. Those things could be true. I, for once in my life, am taking the PR relationship.
Okay.
Way of things.
The side of it. Okay. Yeah. You know who really does seem to be the most genuine is Andrew and Tasha, which is just like shocking.
Right.
From how the season went, but they really seem so cute. Did you see the tattoo that Andrew got?
Yes. They don't seem PR to me at all. I think they're absolutely super
adorable.
Cute. And
he, if you guys didn't see this, Andrew and Tasha have been pretty solid, but Andrew posted that he got this tattoo of the of sign language on his back of his arm. It's like, but it's also with like it's with a hearing aid.
Yes,
and
I saw
it's
that.
Really, isn't that just like
very
I just
sweet?
Thought that was so sweet.
Very sweet.
She commented special with a heart on it too. I said it's just very cute. So they seem like they are doing well, which, after all the shit they went through on the show where people doubted them actually helped them in the long run.
Yeah, I think so. I'm happy for them. But
Yeah.
it's over for Gemma and Luca.
It is over for Gemma and Luca.
So Raven-Symoné did an interview, and she talked a little bit about, That's So Raven and Cheetah Girls, which is nostalgic for us. And she said that this is a side note from what we're talking about, there was a point where they asked her if they thought that Raven should be gay. She was like, why would Raven be gay? Like, it's not me. I'm playing a character because they were like, well, you're gay.
Right.
And she was like, well, I don't want Raven to be gay. She's never shown signs of being gay. But no matter the amount of sleepovers her and Chelsea had, like, we're not just going to say all of a sudden her and Chelsea are dating. Like that. She was like, that didn't feel realistic to me. I'm playing a character. It doesn't have to be me. Yeah. Which I thought was interesting. And then she talked about Cheetah Girls, and I love the Cheetah Girls. I absolutely loved the Cheetah Girls when I was younger. I fucking loved it. And
how could you not? Iconic.
Right. And she talked about, it was the first time she worked with like an all-girl cast and how she didn't know how to deal with the drama. And then she said, I love you, Adrian. Love you. And then like kept talking. And I was like, damn, that seemed like some shade to the other girls. And I saw all the comments on TikTok were like, I love the emphasis on I love you, Adrian, but not the other girls. Which I found interesting. And she also said there are so many secrets to the Cheetah Girls that we will never know. And that fucking killed me. What are you talking about, Raven? What are the secrets about the Cheetah Girls movies that we won't know? Like, what? That is so cryptic. What do you mean? Behind the scenes, the set, how the movie was made? What do you mean there are so many secrets about the Cheetah Girls that we won't know?
Wow.
The drama, what is it? Now I'm dying to know.
I always feel like down the line we'll get answers to a lot of these things. We might be old, but
that's fine. Just give it to me one day, because you can't say something like that that's so cryptic. It's how it started.
Yeah,
that's how the conversation went.
Yeah.
There's so many secrets that Cheetah Girls you won't know. Well, tell me, Raven.
Yeah,
tell me.
Damn. I wonder what they're all doing. I mean, we know what Adrian's doing, but the other
Raven's Home was a good show.
Never forget 3LW. They're the band.
Mm-hmm.
That was Adrian, and it was Keely Williams.
Yeah, not mentioned in Raven's Love You shout out.
Raven's Home is actually still on TV.
Raven's Home is. I remember my sister texted me who used to
I have not watched
shit
Raven's
on
Home.
me about Cheetah Girls, High School Musical. My sister still to this day has not seen High School Musical 2 or 3 or maybe even the first one because of how much because she's my older sister, how much I loved it.
Just to spite you.
To spite me, she would refuse to watch it and be like, that is so cheesy. Like, make fun of me for loving it so much. But one day she texted me and she was like, Raven's Home was on in the background. Good show. Yeah. She was like, pretty good show.
Well, I mean, they've done a lot of reboots on Disney Channel that have not done well or have been canceled, and Raven's Home's going on season 6.
Yeah, and That's So Raven was one of those
Which
shows.
Raven is on, guys, in case you didn't know.
That's So Raven was one of those Disney shows that did feel a little bit more adult, even though
for sure.
It's funny to say that with Disney, but
I mean,
just like
it felt adult for us at the time,
right? Just like the jokes and things, they always seemed older. Than what they probably were. But yeah, I thought that was interesting, and I love the Cheetah Girls, so thought it was an interesting clip from Raven, and give me the secrets.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck you mean by that. Just tell me what you mean by it. You don't have to tell the secrets.
Some things are just some things, it's just like a warm hug when you see this. Like now I'm on Google, and I had searched Raven's Home to see how many seasons they've done, and the episode guide came up for the last few episodes. Season 5 is on right now on Disney Channel. Season 5, episode 22, Raven and the Fashion Factory, aired November 4th, 2022. When Raven discovers Donna Gabbana's plans to steal fashion designs, she forms her own plan to outsmart her. It's just the same shit. We're just doing the same shit. She's just
throwing
older.
It back. Great episode.
That's Donna Gabbana. It's just
great episode.
That just unlocked a memory where I just saw Donna Gabbana's name, and I was like, oh,
isn't that the That's So Sweet Life of Zach and Cody crossover?
Yeah. Yes. Yep. Donna Gabbana is involved in that one as well.
That's So Sweet Life of Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. That's So Sweet Life of Hannah Montana. Yep. So that's a good thing. I'm happy. It's nice that it's still going. I kind of forgot about Raven's Home. I'm not going to lie. But I would love the Cheetah Girls.
There's not going to be a reunion.
No. But I bet you they I bet you in the next 5 years, Disney Plus
Crazy
remakes Cheetah Girls with new people.
Whatever, I won't watch it.
You don't have to, but I just feel like that's a path that they would probably go down.
Probably, but if you're gonna make it, cast me, and if not, I'm not watching it. I'd love to be in the Cheetah Girls. Oh my god.
I think, honey, I think you may have aged out of Cheetah Girls.
They always have older actors and actresses play younger people.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they don't have to pay for their parents to be on set.
In high school. How old do you think Raven was when
It's supposed to be in high school. Chase Stokes is fucking 30 years old playing a 16-year-old.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Have you seen what was another show?
All of these actors are so old playing
Cheetah
not
Girls
so old
movie,
because we're their age, but much
Girls
older than
movie
16.
Came out in 2003. So how old was Raven in 2003? Raven was born in 1985. So she was, God, I hate doing
that's
math.
10 years
20,
older than me.
20.
So that would be 37. 1985.
She's
No,
36 right now.
She's 36. I'm not talking about right now. I'm talking about in 2003.
Oh.
In 2003,
18.
she was 18.
17.
All right, 1825.
Well, let's see. Maybe some of them, the other ones were older. How do you think Adrienne Bailon? Adrienne.
I feel like she was young.
Remember when she came out?
I feel like the oldest was the blonde.
Adrienne was born in 1983, so she was 20.
She was 20, 21.
She was 20. Getting closer. Should I try the rest of them? Keely Williams.
I know I can't sing, but they used
Age.
auto-tune for Cheetah Girls. I know they did.
She was 86. Okay, so she's a year younger than Raven. She was 17. And what was the other ones? Oh, Sabrina Bryan. Sabrina
Bryan. I felt like she was older.
Yeah, Sabrina Bryan, 84. So she was.
All right, they were all
1 year.
like
they're all 17 to 20.
17 to 20.
Yeah. Technically not some out of high school ages.
They are out of high school
Yeah.
ages. So if you're gonna make
Maybe the new Cheetah Girls are in college.
That's a lot more reasonable. They have a lot more free will to create a fucking group
Exactly.
than in high school.
Exactly.
Anyways, I'm not watching unless I'm in it. So they've never even floated. They
Who
haven't
did
even
you want to
floated
be? Did you want to be?
Adrienne
Yeah.
Chuchi.
Yeah.
That was her nickname, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wanted to be her so bad.
Yeah, and then they called she called
Bubbles.
Bubbles. Yeah.
I wanted to be her so fucking bad.
Fair.
Ugh. But then you know what? This is gonna sound so fucked up. I'm gonna say it though. Sabrina Bryan, her part.
Mm-hmm.
Something about being the misunderstood foster care kid
Yeah.
that I was like, what's it like? You know?
You just wanted to really
Not
really immerse yourself into the
Right.
life of Dorinda, just to
Dorinda,
just to
yes.
see.
Not what's it like. That sounds
Yeah.
awful. I apologize. More like it's a deeper role.
Yes, that is a deeper role.
It's a deeper role. If you want to
More
be
layers.
like, I was like, if I want to be moody,
More
I'm going
layers.
Dorinda.
Yeah. They really had some iconic.
Galleria.
They really had iconic names. Aqua, Galleria, Chanel, Dorinda.
Fucking awesome.
I never saw the one without Raven. One World.
I did.
I never watched that
But
one.
it's not-
It felt blasphemous
it's not
to
as
watch
good.
without Raven.
The second Cheetah Girls is
She's
so
so
fucking good. Strut like you mean
Yeah.
it. Free your mind.
I saw someone with the Bichon Frise the other day, and it made me think of when the Bichon
Yes.
Frise falls through the falls through the grate, and I literally would sob
Yep.
every time I watched the first one, and the friggin' dog would fall through the grate. I'd be like, they have to get the dog.
Yes. Okay, so you know who else I wanted to be?
The dog.
Ananita.
The Spanish girl.
Melinda.
Yeah.
I wanted to be her so bad too.
Yeah. Yep.
I was like, that's so cool.
Oh man, that is really funny.
I was like, please. And they sang, and then her and Chuchi were like a thing together.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, let me be in it.
So good.
Well, my dreams are forever crushed.
Well, you never know. I did hypothetically make up
You
that they
totally. This is like when I won the lottery.
I know.
Now I feel like I'm in
know.
the Cheetah Girls.
I totally hypothetically made up that they would remake the Cheetah Girls, but I just feel like that's something that they would do.
Well, keep me in mind, Disney.
I think living in New York City, sometimes it's hard to be as environmentally friendly as you want, or maybe you also live in a big city, you're in an apartment, you don't have a backyard, you don't have the great outdoors around you. Well, here's the solution. Lomi is a countertop electric composter that allows you to turn your food scraps into dirt with the push of a button in under 4 hours. Lomi is a perfect solution for reducing your waste, freshening up your houseplants, or just simply making cleanup after dinner that much easier. That allows us to turn our food scraps into dirt with the push of a button. It sits right on your counter. It's electric. It works in under 4 hours, and there's no smell when it runs, and it's really quiet. So you can throw out way less garbage. That means it's not going to landfills and producing methane. Instead, we turn our waste into nutrient-rich dirt that we can feed to our plants. If you want to start making a positive impact or just make cleanup after dinner that much easier, Lomi is perfect for you. Head to lomi.com/chicks and use code CHICKS to get $50 off your Lomi. That's $50 off when you head to lomi.com/chicks and use promo code CHICKS at checkout. Food waste is gross. Lomi is your solution. With the holidays just around the corner, Lomi will make the perfect gift for someone on your shopping list. All right, everyone, we have two very special guests. We have Dancing with the Stars finalists, Val Chmerkovskiy and Gabby Windey here. They are... Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. They're headed to the finals. We're so excited to have them. We're on Zoom because, of course, you guys are busy practicing and training and everything that you have coming up for Monday. But thanks for taking the time to talk to us.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you for having
my TV is on. So.
Gabby, I just want to make sure you're not incriminating yourself with any email or link in the background, whatever's on your TV.
There's not, but I literally can't find the remote. Okay, let me just turn it. Oh,
I just don't want it to be like you put this out there and then there's honestly, I just want to keep all this in. I think it's raw footage.
That's what I was thinking. I was like looking into my living, you know.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm like, what is someone going to steal from her through that link that's on her TV?
Honestly, if they can tell me how to work my smart TV, much appreciated. Also, my phone is on a cuisine or something. I don't know what it is.
But, either way, maybe
thanks for having us.
Thank you for coming on. Either way, maybe the phone's not working out. You're tilted right now, but you're focused on the Dancing with the Stars finals. Like, you're not focused on making sure that you have a good tripod set up in your home right now. You're focused on dancing.
Correct. Yeah.
How are you guys both feeling right now going into the finals? Gabby, I know people always talk about how taxing the process is too on your body. Like, how do you feel? Everybody always talks about like getting injured at this point and like things they're working with. How are you feeling?
I feel great. I'll never admit it. No, I mean, I like have to log roll out of bed in the morning, like push myself up and like hope my feet catch me. But it's been amazing. You forget, once you start dancing, and I've found muscles I never knew I had. Sorry, Val. Made it pretty difficult in the beginning, but yeah, it's an amazing workout. It's physically grueling for sure.
Val, how would you say Gabby has been as a partner, from her technique to her personality, all around? We want the full rundown.
Don't be too on it. Give him the PC answer.
No, we want the real.
She's been very entertaining, mostly entertaining. No, Gabby's been awesome. She's super funny. First of all, I love a sense of humor. That means you're smart most of the time. So we have great conversation. And then besides that, she's very talented, obviously beautiful, which goes a long way on camera. And she works hard and doesn't take things personally. That's a perfect combination to work with someone.
Most of the time.
And again, yeah.
Yeah.
50% of the time she's like that all the time.
Yeah.
What has set her apart from, past partners that you've had on the show?
I mean, to be completely honest, I've had some great partners. I try not to compare anybody. because I really dive in with my undivided attention and undivided commitment to every single one. Not every single one reciprocates, and Gabby has. Not every single one makes it fun and joyous, and Gabby has. And so besides the really great work that I was able to produce this season as a dancer, as a choreographer, I couldn't do that without Gabby as my paintbrush, as somebody that I can create with. So I'm grateful to her, not just being a great teammate, but also someone I could show off with, because that's important. We're all also selfishly artists, and I want to dance, and Gabby has given me a chance to really dance this.
I think that's something that people have taken away from watching this season is, Gabby, your great personality has really been shining through. You're funny, you're witty. I think that is shown throughout this season. And I'm just curious on how comfortable you were, just finally being able to be yourself, and not saying that you couldn't do that on The Bachelorette, but I think that once you get off that show, people's personalities really shine through and you can really see who you are as a person. So I'm curious as to how you adjusted to a different format of filming.
Yeah, I think something that's really helped me is I have no clue. I'm just myself all the time. It's my default. So I think people are physically seeing a different side of me just because you have to fit in all the millions of hours of footage that The Bachelor has into 2 hours a week. So my personality was definitely there. It just, I don't think, was the priority in the storytelling. But now with the live show, you don't have a choice but to leave it in. So, I really appreciate you saying that. It means a lot. And I've heard that a lot. Like, oh, wow, we're seeing so much more of your personality. And I'm like, what do you mean? But I think a lot of it is the live show component. And I just feel really supported with dancing. It's just a huge family. Alfonso's so fun. He's always at dress rehearsals and we're just fucking around. Same with Val. So it's just a place to play. And I feel like they really bring that out in me.
Yeah, we've noticed that a lot too even with Alfonso, even with Bruno, the way you are with some of the judges, you guys have a very personal banter, which is nice because sometimes you don't see that with the contestants and the judges. They kind of stay separate, but there's been a mix there that is really, really nice. And the judges have been kind to you. We're getting great scores because you guys are crushing it. The dances are perfection. What is the pressure like now that you are getting those perfect scores? And you're above others, but there's of course other people are getting perfect scores as well. So where do you how do you get into the mindset after you already get the perfect scores to be all right, we gotta keep pushing even though you're already getting the 10s? That's for both of you too, because I know Val, you have to push her also.
Take it away.
No, I'm just trying to steal the night. I mean, I have huge ambitions for every single Monday. I'm not trying to get perfect 10s at all. I'm trying to take everybody's breath away, as corny as that sounds. I just want to be the most talked about number of the night, in a positive way, of course.
Yes.
I'm not trying to just be controversial for the sake of conversation, but that's it. I want her to leave the biggest and the best impression every single Monday. Sometimes it's in the form of a tango. Sometimes it's in a heartfelt form of a waltz. Sometimes it's just in a fun way of the samba. Every single time it's, I try to showcase her personality, her leveling up to a different, state as a dancer. And then also, bring joy to people. I think she's capable of doing that.
Definitely. Do you guys have a favorite dance, Gabby, from this season that you've done so far, or is your favorite coming up?
The best is yet to come. No, I think you really do fall in love with them all. I loved the samba. I think it came at a right time in the season. And because of that, I felt like it was the easiest to pick up for me. That was our Ricky Martin dance. I also love the rumba. It doesn't read as well, but there was a lot of technical things that I feel we mastered that week, that helped me with some breakthrough. but I don't think it like read that way on TV because it's a little more, it's a dance that's more like inside yourself versus outside and doesn't emote as much. I don't know, Val, if you would agree, but
it's yeah, the show is also different, right? It's like it depends on what the night is. There's a lot of themes. So
yeah, rumba was the Michael Bublé night to home, so it wasn't a typical like rumba dance.
Right.
Yeah.
How much of your day is spent thinking about dancing and competing, and because this is, you know, an everyday thing for you guys. You're rehearsing. It's nonstop.
Literally 150%. I was talking to somebody today. Who was it? About someone that I have a good relationship with. I can normally stay present. And I was literally going over choreography in my mind. I'm like, okay, bring it back. But I was just like zoning out, like mid conversation, because it's all you want to think about also. Right.
Do you think you're going to miss it, Gabby? Are you going to want to get more into dancing?
Yeah, I already miss it. It's so sad. It's like this week I feel like is laden with like so many emotions, but I'm really going to miss it. It's like I feel like I'm just now getting my groove and then it's over.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not just the dancing that you end up missing, guys.
Yeah.
There it is.
Obviously, there's so much more to it. And I do think that there's I mean, we've seen the pros and the celebrities who've done so well and the celebrities that really love just getting out there and dancing, participate in the tours and things like that. So I think there's a lot of fun ways to keep doing it. Val, I'm curious on your end what you think about the show as a whole now being on Disney Plus and having that different format, because, you know, watching as a viewer, on ABC, there's commercials. It's a shorter show. There's times to like run around and frantic breaks. But this is every night, regardless of how many contestants there are left, it's 2 full hours and they have a lot more in between. What have you thought about the format change?
I think it's amazing, actually. I think it is a huge workload on the stage management. Obviously, those personnel don't have a break. They have to move huge set pieces around. Commercial break gave them that ability. So logistically, it's a much bigger challenge. Creatively, is a huge opportunity. You know, those are extra 20 minutes that we get to show off as dancers, as personalities, and the show gets to just entertain more. So it's been a lot of fun, and this season in particular, with the addition of Alfonso, a couple of behind the camera auditions that really changed the chemistry of the show. And I hope it resonates. I think it also started with Disney Plus. The fact that there are billboards around Los Angeles of Dancing with the Stars, you know, that's something I haven't seen in probably 10 seasons.
Yeah.
You know, so that motivates even the cast and crew to know, like, look, this is a big deal and everybody's invested in this, and it kind of resonates.
Yeah, definitely. And Gabby, as you continue on the show, like Val said, you know, you get extra time. There's more to share with the world. And as you go on, I think you have to share more and more as far as you make it on the show. And this past week, you talked about relationship updates and things like that. How did you feel having to kind of put that out there on the show?
You know, I was honestly just grateful that I got to do it on my own terms and in this way where I did feel really supported. I had Val to kind of talk it over with and discuss it in real time instead of like just talking to my phone on social media or like doing an interview with someone that I wasn't comfortable with. So I was actually really grateful for this opportunity to kind of help like bridge the gap and I think like soften a little bit of the delivery of it, because you know it's like big news. It feels like drastic, so I feel like I was able to do it in a way that I was comfortable with because of the show.
Yeah, definitely. They're like, you know, a lot of times you see a joint Instagram post, right. It's the same written caption, and you being on the show, you could actually talk it out and say, you know, this is what happened, and I'm talking to my friend about it. So I definitely understand that. Feels like a better way.
And it feels like, and I'm sure you see this now, that you guys announced that you split, that now everything you do, there's speculation around it. Like you're back and forth with Vinny, who is so funny. And everyone's like, oh, what's going on there? And I'm like, I'm pretty sure they're kidding around.
Yeah. I mean, we're friends. We were like on the show together, but yeah. Apparently both of us just like to kind of stir the pot, which is like funny, but it did happen out of nowhere. Like we were like bantering and stuff, and then all of a sudden one media account, then another, then everybody's like blowing up in the comments. It's hilarious to watch.
It was an inside joke that got away. You know?
But it's probably funny for you guys on the other side to just sit back and laugh and be like, we could comment anything
they're on the inside of the joke.
Yeah, you can comment anything at this point, and people are going to pick it up and go, Gabby, new man, Vinny from the Jersey Shore.
Yeah, I know. It's like Gabby on Jersey Reunion. I'm like, hey, laundry, baby. I'm like a Guido in train after this.
It's amazing. It's so funny.
So funny. Val, on the other, I feel like people always talk about the celebs and the pressure on their personal relationships that the show creates. Like, oh, you know, they have to, they're dancing for so much. What about their husbands? What about their wives, their boyfriends, etc.? But, you know, you're a pro, and the pro has to put in just as much time. So how are you doing? I know your wife, Jenna, is expecting, which is super exciting. So how do you balance it all too?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I did the show for a long time, so all those seasons I was single, it wasn't a problem at all. But yeah, my wife now is pregnant. We're about to have a child in January. I mean, it's been an incredible time for me in my life. It's been a few tough years, and to answer your question, it's a conversation. I'm also married to another pro that's on the show, so I think it's weird because, to answer your question, it isn't one person missing someone else. It's both people really busy with the same pressure, bringing it home and not really having each other to even unpack to, right? But we do, because we only have each other, right? So we unpack each other's stuff to each other, So she comes in talking about her partner. I come in talking about my pressure, my stress. And we're there for each other, but it took some years to also figure out.
Yeah. Have you gotten any fatherly advice from your brother? He's kind of went through the same formula.
Yeah. It's we ain't got no type. Also married to a dancer from the show. Pros went through that. Yeah, I mean, he gave me advice, but also I just saw through example as well, and I learned a lot. I learned what also I could avoid, and the greatest thing for me, I have a lot of confidence and joy, is because I have a great partner in Jenna that I'm having a child with. So it just gives me confidence that at least one of us will raise this kid really well. And the other will make everyone laugh in the process.
Yeah, that's why it's nice. Yeah, when you have a good partnership. Gabby, that you've had so many supportive members of Bachelor Nation and people who are there watching you. I feel like every week they pan to the crowd and Rachel's there cheering you on. How supportive have your girlfriends been while you've been on the show?
So supportive. It's been honestly such a blessing, because it does. I mean, for me, it's like experiences are better when shared. So naturally, I'm like, oh my God, don't you guys want to come to the show? But it's like every Monday, people work. You have to be there 2 or 3 hours early. You have to COVID test. But so I'm like, oh my God, like, so sorry if you don't want to come. Like, I totally understand, like if you're sick of my shit. But they show up every week, like with a huge smile, and really just want to be there to support me, I think, because we all know how temporary it is. So I'm just grateful for friends who like truly, give a shit about me and like want to see me in this light.
Yeah.
And that's what's fun, is that, the family and friends of a lot of these celebrities are so distant to the parquet of ballroom dancing. Like they would never find themselves in that space. Like, what do we have? Travis Barker, I think, came to one of the shows.
Yeah.
And not to stereotype, but I would just never think that he would ever be in a Dancing with the Stars. Or see a waltz done properly. That's what,
right.
That's what
most people.
Yeah. So Gabby's friends with friends, and it's been fun to see them fall in love with it too. They love watching her dance.
Mm-hmm.
And they love to critique other people. They're like, oh, we know. It's like so easy to get into. All my friends are like, holy, like they have Disney Plus after this. And they're like, holy shit, Dancing with the Stars actually has so much entertainment value. Like they'll watch it after this. And I think especially seeing the show live, my favorite part for like my friends and family to see are the set changes and how fast it happens and like how many hands on it takes, you know?
Yeah.
Like, so the live show, I think, makes it more fun as an audience member too.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you're watching and I watch too, and I feel like I put myself in that position where like I'm an expert. I know.
You feel like you can get up there and do it.
I missed that step. I know what's going on, like, and now with the
all I need is the choreography, and I could do it.
Disney Plus, like because they have those little in betweens. You get the judges explaining the dances and traditional moves and stuff. So it's very educational. You really are learning a lot of things that you wouldn't learn about.
Gabby, are you feeling the pressure now up against Charlie D'Amelio?
Who? No.
Girl, I felt pressure the whole time. But yeah, definitely. I mean, she's an amazing dancer. She's so fun to watch. It's hard to be in a competition with people who are such great performers who you like actually enjoy watching. It's like, I get it. I feel something when I watch Charlie dance, when I watch Wayne and Shangela dance. So it's like, sometimes I get confused. I'm like, what, am I supposed to like him or not? Like, where's my head at? You know? But yeah, and honestly, like I'm honored to be held at the same level as them, who have like such great history and practice in performing in general.
Yeah, this top four, I will say, is probably one of the most stacked finals we've seen in a while. In my personal opinion, you guys are just all incredible and very special dancers in your own individual ways. Like you all bring something so different, which is really cool. And it was such a great cast this season. Did you get to know a lot of your cast members? Who did you find, you were talking to a lot that maybe surprised you?
Yeah, I mean, everyone. I'm like Vinny.
Yeah.
Sam Champion is like so sweet. I love him. Selma is amazing. Who else? Oh, Jordan Sparks. She's like just as genuine, as real as they come. Shangela lives across, so we're always like knocking on each other's doors. Charlie's been great. Wayne. Who else? I mean, really everyone. Trevor and Daniel. You just like get to know people, and.
Joseph was cool. Joseph left too soon.
Oh, yeah, he did leave too soon. He was a lot of fun, actually. He was just like a big kid.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's so great. Well, Gabby, I know we have you on here, so we have to ask because you had a brief Paradise appearance this week. How did that go, and what did you think you were there for?
I mean, who knows, honestly. Yeah, we're like, our time's over. Like, it's going to be fun to be a fly on the wall and just, like, whatever, like, talk shit, be involved in, like, a dating show that doesn't involve us. But it sounds like some people were not happy with our behavior and trash talking Logan. I'm like, what else are we supposed to do? Yeah. Like girls like to gossip, but ultimately it's like the person who's dating them, it's their choice. And we could only speak from experience. That's like all dating is. And I feel like it's like we're on reality TV, on dating shows, like what else kind of do you expect, but didn't quite know our place for sure.
Yeah.
I think you could tell that, but whatever.
Just a quick stint in Mexico. Well, I mean, it's been so fun to watch you guys. Val, Monday night comes around. You've been in a finale before. Gabby hasn't. What are you saying to Gabby to get her in the zone and get her ready for the finale?
I honestly, I'm just gonna tell her the same thing I tell her every time. I just enjoy the moment. It's gonna pass by really quickly, and breathe, just breathe. But yeah, just hype her up. She's good. Like she's a game time performer. She knows how to play.
That's a great. It's a great thing.
Plus, last week, I think it's I think it's just gonna feel different. I think last week was a lot of pressure. This week is more of a celebration and just kind of like, this is the last time we're dancing together.
It does feel more like a performance versus a competition, which is nice.
That is a great way to look at it.
That is a great way to look at it. I can't wait to see your freestyle. I'm sure it's going to be spectacular. So, Val, Gabby, thank you guys so much for talking to us.
Yes, thank you. And we are rooting for you guys.
We're totally rooting for you guys. Monday night, come Monday night when you're watching that finale, 21523, Gabby.
Make sure you're voting.
I have that number memorized from all my voting through the years. So 21523, send those texts for Gabby. Where it's so incredible. I remember when we were talking to you before you even started, and Rhea and I were like, I think she's gonna be really good. And then you're just so amazing. So congrats to you guys.
Yes.
Thank you guys, and thanks for having us on and giving us the time of day. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for giving us the time of day. You guys are far busier than we are.
They were like, do you want to do Chicks in the Office? I was like, yeah.
I love it. Thank you guys so much, and good luck. We are rooting for you.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thanks. You guys are awesome. I love your set.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, that wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. Make sure you subscribe everywhere. Subscribe on YouTube. We love you guys. Have an amazing weekend. Remember, Black Friday. Be ready for it. Next Friday, we're ready for you. We'll talk to you on Monday.